Hey folks, it's Fiddle Practice Friday again. Did you make your practice goal from last week? I didn't. I meant to break out my cornet 3 times and I only managed 2. But that's 2 more times than I played the week before. And I think right now we gotta take the win, right? Any week you just did better than the week before, even if you didn't necessarily meet all your goals, that's a good week as far as I'm concerned. Now this time I'm taking a look at tone. Tone is often confused with intonation. So let's just kind of clarify that first. Intonation is whether or not your note is in tune. Tone is the quality of the sound that's coming out, just how nice that sounds to your ear. So what we're going to do with that, I've got a funky little exercise where you're going to start off on an open string with just whatever is your normal level of pressure, of drag against the string. And then I want you to incrementally add more until you get that sound. And then go back to your norm, and then back off with less and less pressure until you get this weird whistly sound. And then ask yourself, which one of those was I closer to? When I went from my norm to scratchy, did it take longer of me adding more and more pressure to get to the scratchy sound? Or was I really close to, like, I backed off my pressure just a little bit and the string started whistling? That's going to tell you where you really are on the scale of 1 to 10 of pressure of drag against the string. Most of us think in the beginning that we're living at 5, right? But in our early fiddling years, pretty much all of us are either a 2 or a 9. And so we either suffer from whistly tone or growly tone, or we're always kind of skating that line right before that scratch happens. So what you want to do is figure out which end of the spectrum are you on, and how do you get back to the center and adjust the level of drag. Now that's really coming from the hand, right? My bow grip, the pressure is really coming from the side of my index finger over here. I've got the thumb on the inside, those two kind of counterbalance one another, and I can squeeze a little bit to adjust how much drag, how much weight there is against the string. Another element of this as well is whether you might be over bowing. Bow speed really is what makes things louder, not faster. Is when you're playing a fast tune, I can do this with ittle bitty bows. And if I do it with super large bows, if my bow speed is more than necessary, unless I add a lot of drag to balance that out, there's not enough grab happening, right? I'm skating over the string so fast that I need a lot more pressure to pull that tone out. So basically, if you're bowing faster than you need to, if this note could have been accomplished in 2 inches of hair and you're using 4, you are either going to get whistly tone, or you're going to have to bear down on the string really hard to balance that out. So another thing to question is, could I move less? Just see between those two things, looking at the amount of pressure and the general speed of your bow, see if you can pull out some richer tone in the instrument this week. And then pick out one of your favorite slow tunes, a waltz, an air, or maybe just a fast tune that you personally think sounds cool slow, and play through that and see if you can just enjoy everything in your practice a little bit more when the tone's a little bit nicer. And I hope you have a great week of practice, and we'll see what it's like next time on Fiddle Practice Fridays. Bye.